Well, guys, keys to the truth. Directly from Key West, of all places. Check it out. And look at the water. Look at the color, turquoise, emerald color of the water. How peaceful it is. Barely any waves. Almost no waves. No wave action of any kind, almost. Look at that. I've never seen a beach this calm, quiet, and tranquil. Look at that. Looks almost like a pool, like a swimming pool. You can walk out further than like a football field. And look, there's people out there, like waist level, the water's waist level high, and they're, well over a football field beyond the shoreline. Of all the Keys, the Florida Keys are most impressive for several reasons. Why are they called Keys? First of all, there's gotta be a reason, there's gotta be an explanation. It's our job to look for it. This is the quietest beach again that I've ever seen anywhere, like anywhere in the Caribbean. There might be others, but of all the ones I know personally, this one takes the cake 100%. And there were no waves a few hours ago. There's some wave action now, but it's barely visible. You can barely even hear the ocean here, very slightly. So why are the Florida Keys named Keys? What does key mean? Well, we know what it means in like the Japanese and the Chinese. The key is that primordial inner energy, the soul energy from the heart, from your soul, to your life force, connects you to the life force of the cosmos, of the sun, the earth, the ocean. So that may be one of the reasons that they're called the Florida Keys. Key in Sanskrit also means certain knowledge that is certain, not knowledge that is spurious or false. It means real, bona fide knowledge, the kind that sets you free, just like the truth shall set you free. So the Keys. There's an airport nearby, so we hear the airplanes taking off. Be sure to check out my video on how airplanes actually work. So back to the subject at hand. The Keys provide us with the clues to find the real knowledge, the knowledge that is certain, that will lead us to the truth. There's also...
The water's really shallow, girls. It's only waist deep anywhere you go out here, so you don't have to wear the jackets. Yeah, they just gotta see it more.
See, no lifeguards even, no life jackets. It's like a pool.
You go down to that next rock tree right there, and down to the far one over there, but yeah, just gotta see it.
That's crazy, guys. That you would never get that anywhere else. I mean, there might be some beaches. Please comment, like, subscribe, share the video, and let me know in the comment section if you've ever run across personally a shoreline, a beachfront that is so tranquil, so calm and peaceful as this one. So how do ocean currents work and waves? I still need to do those videos, but there's already a lot of information out there. There's people doing these experiments online where they have, you place, you know, a certain magnetic field underneath basically a bowl of water with salt, like salt water, a magnet beneath it, and then you place a current, an electrical current inside of the salt water, and you start getting motion, some sort of circular motion in the water, and that's where you get the name current. Ocean current, air current. They're named this way because they are electrical in nature. There's an electrical current and under a magnetic field, magnetic domain that's being exerted. And so these two influences generate water current, ocean current, air currents. That's exactly, these phenomenon are electrical in nature. That's why they have the same name. All right, there's the reason right there. There's another system, there's a pneumatic system underneath the ocean that's also doing the ocean waves. And it's also adding air from beneath the ocean so that the wildlife inside the ocean and the flora, all kinds of life can thrive because they need the oxygen. So the oxygen is coming from up above, from the sun. Remember on my video what oxygen really is? If you haven't watched that, please watch it. The oxygen crystals coming from the sun, it's a divine cycle where the giant tree at the North Pole sucks in the water from the oceans, just like a mangrove tree, and then processes it through a plasma furnace that we know of as the sun, which is spinning around the huge magnetron that this giant tree is. It energizes the salt crystals into a plasma state. That's why the sun's yellow, because that's the color under chromatography of a salt plasma. It's yellow, just like the sun. That's why it's yellow. And then we have it in our atmosphere, depositioning it, falling constantly. That's why you get more oxygen at sea level than you get at altitude, because it's compressing towards what? Towards the plane, the electromagnetic plane that we're standing on. All right. And so that deposition, that word's also used in legalese there's also a reason why that is. That deposition is also accumulating in the waterways, the lakes, the rivers, the oceans, and then the cycle starts back up again. But there's also another system that's a pneumatic system underneath the ocean. I'll do a video on that later, but right now I don't want to get too sidetracked here on the subject. This is paradise, guys. This is the best beach, if one of the best beaches I've ever seen. Like, I've never seen the water like this ever. Maybe the color, but even the color, this color is just mind-boggling clear. Look at that. You could just like set your camera here for hours and upload videos, but you know, I want to keep it short and simple. I know you guys don't come to me for travel videos. You come for, you know, research into, you know, what life really is, where we are, what this is all about, what it all means, where we come from, where we're going. And these are the questions that have boggled my mind ever since I became self-aware. And so I thank the Almighty Creator for making this possible and sharing it with you. And you know, in His divine love, understanding, wisdom. So a few more thoughts on the subject, guys. As we get away from the Caribbean, the waves start getting wilder, the currents start getting stronger. Why is that? And when we get closer to the Caribbean, this is what we get: less current. So there's also, which brings me, you know, to the insight that we're at one of the tips of the Triangle of Bermuda. The Bermuda Triangle is situated not far from here, and this is actually one of the angles. Remember, divine geometry is everywhere we turn. So this is one of the angles of the Bermuda Triangle, where, you know, allegedly we get a lot of missing boats, capsized boats, sinking, big and small, airplanes, craft of all kinds, people missing. There might be some sort of electromagnetic anomaly there, instruments not working, actual maritime insurance companies, you know, telling the craft to avoid certain areas in the Bermuda Triangle. Otherwise, they will not underwrite their insurance because of the higher probability of loss at sea. So anyway, if there is indeed this, not gravitic, because we know gravity doesn't exist, but there is a downward acceleration, a downward tendency, a charge. And I'll have to do a lot of videos on all these subjects, but here I'm trying to stay on point. And this is about the possibility of the Bermuda Triangle being some sort of electromagnetic anomaly or hole or dip of some sort. So if you've watched videos and if you've done experiments on magnets and magnetic fields, magnetic domains, you'll see that the flow or the movement, the energies are less towards the center of the magnet and more they get a little wilder as you step outside of the center of the field, of the null point. So if there is indeed a null point somewhere in the Bermuda Triangle, and this is one of the angles, the edges, then perhaps that would explain why the current is so mild here, because we're getting closer to one of several electromagnetic dips or centers around the plane, this irregular plane that we call Earth. So pretty interesting, guys. You know, something compelled me to come here. I know what it is, like who it is. It's God, of course. but you know, had me driving all the way here to show me certain things, and this, I think this is one of them, and it will become another clue, another puzzle piece for us to include in our bag of tricks to try to, you know, uncover more truth, more wisdom, more knowledge. Hope you enjoyed the video. Let me know your thoughts. God bless.